For the pizza, we are starting with the dough, and for the dough, we need 2 cups of flour into a bowl. Two level tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon yeast, and then vegetable oil or olive oil, 1 tablespoon. We also need 3/4 cup of water. Now, for the 3/4 cup, I have always told you that 3/4 is either you use 1/2 cup and 1/4 or 1/4 times 3. Here, I will be using 1/4 times 3. And I've added just 2. I want to start mixing before I add the remaining 1. Now I am adding the last 1/4 cup of water. Now continue mixing for the next 3 to 5 minutes. While that is going on, let's start with our tomato sauce preparation. And here are my ingredients. I have 5 balls of fresh tomatoes, 1 red pepper, 2 long chilies, and 3 to 4 Scotch bonnet pepper. Now, first of all, deseed the red pepper. That is, remove all the seed on the inside. Next, deseed the long chilies. Now, after cutting, just wash it into the blender and blend until very smooth. After blending, pour into a saucepan and cook until almost dried, not completely dried. Now, while that is going on, let's get to the dough. So it's been 5 minutes, the dough has been mixing. Next, we are going to gather it together. Just make sure you touch oil, that is, you touch some olive oil or vegetable oil to bring it together. So this is exactly what the dough will look like by the time you are through mixing it. Next, you just place it back to the bowl, cover it to rest for another 2 hours. While that is going on, let's start with our chicken preparation. And this is my recipe. Wash the chicken breast into the saucepan. Apply some suya spice, chicken seasoning, salt, and onions. After the onions, I'm also going to be applying my stock cube, although that was not captured by the camera. Okay, so I'm going to be cooking this until it is a bit tender. Then I will shred into pieces. Now, for the toppings, here are my ingredients. All has been prepared. You can see my onions has been sliced, my chicken franks. I've taken 2 from this packet. This is how it comes like. Okay, and I have my green pepper and my red pepper, my suya spice, and my olive oil. I also have my mozzarella cheese. I have my shredded chicken beside it. Okay. I also have my tomato sauce and also my chopped pepper. That's the scotch bonnet. Now, this is the dough. And I'm going to be starting with the dough. And this is my old pizza pan, which I'm also going to be using. This is actually the biggest pizza pan. Okay. So now you transfer the dough to the pizza pan. It's 2 hours now. Don't forget. So transfer the dough to the pizza pan and start spreading it until it gets to the edge of the pan. Now, because it is a yeast dough, by the time you want to be arranging it, it will be going back. Just continue until you are sure it sticks to the edge of the pan before you can be sure to start using it. Okay? Just continue, don't relent. Continue pushing back when you see it sliding backwards. Continue pushing back until you get what you are looking for. Because it is a yeast dough, it's always very elastic. It's not easy to work with, but you need patience to do this. Now, after arranging the dough, start with your tomato sauce. Spread it round the dough. Make sure it touches every part on the dough. Okay? After that, you now grate in your mozzarella cheese. You can as well grate it in a separate bowl, okay, or tray, and then sprinkle it on top. Whichever way you decide to do it is okay. But make sure to cover the entire surface of your dough. And then begin to arrange your red pepper, your green pepper, arrange the chicken. Now, the chicken can be very little, but I'm putting all because I'm not selling this. I just want to give it to my family, okay? And then the chicken franks is optional. It is not compulsory. Now, pizza is just the method. Anything you put on it can change the name to chicken pizza, beef pizza. You know, we have a whole lot of them. Now, you can even use only these chicken franks to make your pizza as long as you have your vegetables. It will come out well. You decide to use only the chicken, it will come out well. You decide to use beef for it, it will come up well, okay? The most important thing in pizza is the cheese, your dough, and the vegetables. Every other topping is just your own choice, okay? Now, the vegetable has a way of adding color to it, while the cheese binds them together, okay? So you can decide not to use the chicken franks. It's not compulsory. Don't forget. Don't say it is too expensive. It all depends on choice. So after the whole arrangement, you grate in your mozzarella cheese again on top, but this time lightly. And after that, you place your fresh pepper, which is the scotch bonnet that has already been chopped. And after that, you now go ahead with your suya spice, and that is the final topping, okay? So that's my suya spice. And after that, straight to the oven, okay? But before you do that, you clean up the edge of your pan so that it will appear neat after baking. Now straight to the oven. The oven must be very hot before you place it in there. You are to bake for a total of 10 minutes. The first 5 minutes you bring it out and apply your olive oil or vegetable oil around it. Okay, and after that you put it in there back and then bake for another 5 minutes, making it a total of 10 minutes, and your pizza is ready. This is so lovely. Okay, so that is it, looking so appetizing. So now I'm going to be dividing them into the triangular shapes with my pizza cutter. You know, that's actually where the name pizza cutter was derived from. Okay, the name that was given to this cutter was derived from the pizza. Okay, so this is it, ready for consumption. Okay, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.